Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
Hello everyone, it's me, Demetra Kaye of the Demetra Kaye Show here on YouTube and a proud contributor of the African Diaspora News Channel. If you could please do me a favor and subscribe to all channels and like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So on July 1st, Austin Simon walked into a bodega and was stabbed to death by the worker, Jose Alba. Now let me give you the backstory on this. Austin's girlfriend was attempting to buy a bag of chips with her EBT card. The chips was $3 and the card kept getting declined. And from what people are saying, Jose, the bodega worker, kept saying that it's not working, it's declined, because she kept having to swipe it over and over again. So finally, he, being Jose, the bodega worker, removed the bag of chips from the little girl that was standing with the woman from her hands. And so the lady got all upset and said, you know, don't you touch my daughter, this, that, and the other. And people said she was like, I'm going to have my N-word come in here and F you up. Okay, so it sounds like she called Austin, who was her boyfriend, and told him, you know, Jose touched her daughter, this, that, and the other. From that point, this happened. Check it out. So as you saw there, and I didn't show you the whole video because it is a little graphic. From that point, Austin went behind the counter of the Blue Moon convenience store, Bodega, and got in the face of Jose, and they got to tussling and this, that, and the other. And from that point, Jose stuck Austin twice, and he died eventually at the hospital. Now, Jose was arrested and taken to Rikers Island on a $250,000 bond, but when the surveillance videos came out, the bond was reduced to $50,000, and eventually he bonded out for $5,000, 10% of the bond. Now, a lot of people are calling him a hero, you know, saying he did what he had to do, and even that Mayor Eric Adams went into the bodega, you know, to visit it, and, you know, said people got to do what they got to do. It doesn't sound like he's too mad at the fact that Jose stabbed Austin. And so a lot of people have different opinions about what happened. I should say that the owners of that bodega and Jose are Dominican. Okay, so different people are saying, well, the store shouldn't be there in the first place. It's in our neighborhoods. Harlem is where it's at. And they take the money out of the community. And they don't invest in this, that, and the other, which is true, right? So I'm not going to dispute that. However, I believe that this is more a case of the lack of emotional intelligence, which means having a good grasp of your emotions, knowing how to handle them and understanding them and all of that. On the opposite side of that, thinking logically instead of going off of your emotions. I say that to say because that woman who called her boyfriend to the bodega to, you know, get him up, whatever, with Jose, that could have been avoided. For one, she could have just said, okay, the card doesn't work, let me leave. Because as I said, they said she kept saying, swipe it again, swipe it again, swipe it again. And he did. I guess he got fed up and stopped swiping the card. Okay, so that could have been avoided by just leaving. Also, when she called Austin, RIP to him, when she called him, he could have said, listen, what I'm going to need you to do is bring yourself home. I'm not coming up to the store to fight with a bodega worker over a $3 bag of chips. Did he touch our daughter? If that was his daughter, I'm not sure if it was, but let's just say it was. Did he touch our daughter inappropriately in a way that he shouldn't have been touching her? No, he didn't do that. When he removed the chips, he touched her hand or whatever the case is. Okay, well, come on home. We'll figure it out. Or Austin could have brought the $3 up to the store and said, here, let's get the chips. Or just how about not go in those stores at all, right? But because no one in that situation, and I'm going to leave out Jose because, you know, whether that store is supposed to be in our neighborhoods or not, at that moment, he was doing what he was supposed to be doing, and that is working. Okay, so all of that could have been avoided if everybody, the woman and Austin, would have just used a little bit of emotional intelligence and said, you know what, I'm not going to let my emotions get me all wrapped up into a $3 bag of chips and an EBT card and all this other stuff. We are going to find a different way of doing things. But because emotional intelligence was not utilized, Austin will be having a funeral because of a $3 bag of chips and the lack of rationale and logic. Are we like seeing are we seeing the picture that I'm drawing here? It's not really about the bodega, whether it should be there or should not be there. It's about us just having some logic and just thinking, right? That really could have been avoided. And so again, I'm gonna say this too, you know, fellas, if you are with a woman who would rather see you get shanked to death over a $3 bag of chips, that ain't your woman. Walk away from her. If she will walk you into, now he walked in himself, but I'm just saying she, you know, lit the match and the rest was history. But if she would call you and rile you up over a $3 bag of chips that she did not have the money to pay for, then you might need to rethink the woman you with. Because ain't nothing worth your life, especially a $3 bag of chips and a hard-headed, big mouth, uncooperative, not conceding that her car didn't work woman. Okay? I'm just going to throw that out there. Please don't get mad at me. I just have to say that. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think. It is a very sad and unfortunate situation. For more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.
Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.